Well, hello friends, Hujosevich here. Welcome back to some Dragon Priest as we run into a oh, that's actually a pretty good pull for us. A Taunt Quest Warrior. This is definitely the best result, I think, out of potentially losing Elise, and then maybe who knows if Radiant Elemental matters later or not. I'm honestly not sure how this matchup plays out, but I do like the idea of getting a pack early. Might give us some value, some much needed value, I should say. I'm not sure if this attack is really needed or good or useful, but that's kind of upsetting, but we do have things to be able to deal with it, so that's okay. We have the option of attacking and killing this. Dragonfire Potion's way overkill, and we don't want to do that just yet. I don't even know if it's going to be worth to Cabal Talon Priest. Let's do the math. This will be -2, so down to 3. We add 3, goes 6, 7, 8. Not enough on board. And then we can also heal it. We can attack, heal. I like the idea of making this huge, though. And I know this means we miss a draw off Northshire, but that's okay. Our opponent has now, what is this, 2? For their quest. The idea that we're hoping to... The idea, I think, for this matchup in order to win it is we're going to have to hit a decent enough Dragonfire Potion at some point. This is fine. I mean, it's obviously not a great result, but it's okay. The only issue here is that it does... Is it worth Potion of Madness to get a draw off of this? Is it worth Dragonfire Potion? I don't know what we could even potentially Potion of Madness. Well, actually, there's a bunch of things we could Potion of Madness that'll be better. There's a lot of low attack taunt minions, so we might be able to steal them and then trade and do things like that. I'm not sure if Dragonfire Potion gets us anything. If anything, maybe last turn would have been better. It's only -5, and I don't say only. But maybe only -5 is okay. It guarantees only 1 draw for the Acolyte. And because we have another Dragonfire in hand, if our opponent does decide to go wide with a whole bunch of small taunts or whatever other small minions exist in this deck, it's okay. That's kind of scary. Unfortunately, we can't Potion of Madness that one, but that's okay. Oh, wow. Okay, so... we kind of do okay with this play, I think. How many cards is this? I am tempted to Radiant Elemental Shadow Visions, because if we get a pack, we're going to be sitting in really, really good shape, I think. And if not, we will deal with it. Oh, that's really good. We're at 5 cards. This will go up to 9 cards. Okay. Oh, wow. Another Elise, so that's good. Can't attack. Oh, this is going to be great. This is going to be played next turn for sure. When your opponent casts a spell, add a copy. Unfortunately, we're probably only going to steal... Oh, maybe you could steal and execute. That could be good. Deal 1 damage to each hero. Maybe this just baits out AoE. I don't know really if this helps us ever. Maybe we use the long game. This is really curious. This is interesting. This didn't... I mean, there aren't many dragons, so it makes sense. That didn't get any play, though. Get a 1/1 copy. Maybe we can do something. I think we just do this. And then the question is, what spells could we ever steal from Warrior? I don't know. We'll just go ahead and play it now, though. And we just heal Elise up so that we can trade and not lose the Elise, we hope, at this point. And then we're going to get at least 1 more pack and potentially 2 more packs. Because, oh, well, that's unfortunate for us. That big taunt is gonna be what's going to become an issue for us later on. Priest of the Feast is gonna be played late game. Still no dragons. Still no dragons for our Historian action. We could just Elise. Elise might seem a little strange. We go 5, 6, 7, 8 for a draw. Maybe not the best. Emerald Reaver is going to be, I mean, our opponent just played a Ravaging Ghoul. They probably have another one and maybe Whirlwind, so maybe that's just useless. Do we want to draw? We don't want to draw too much. That's for sure. But I think we can afford one here. Glimmer Root. Is Glimmer Root better, or do we need more power on board? I think we need more power on board and a second pack in our deck. We'll just attack and we'll play around the brawl. We'll play around that dirty rat brawl right now by keeping this in our hand. That's the idea. So we can kind of try and protect charge Devilsaur and Netherspite. That's awful to see. That is really, really bad for us. This is an okay result. I mean, it's doesn't do much for us either way. Shadow Visions. I mean, if we get a pack, it's good, but right now it's kind of overkill. I think I might want to save it for Priest of the Feast craziness later on. Mirage Caller isn't doing much for us, unfortunately, with this hand. We could just try and discover something. I think the play is going to be attack in both, unless we want to charge Devilsaur. And maybe we do, because we can Devilsaur and then keep Elise at full health. Which is kind of strong. And it puts on a little bit of pressure. I like this play. We trade off, we lose the... do we want to look for a pack? Or do we want to look for anything is the question. I'm going to go with yes. And or do we take the pain actually? The pain might be more useful if there's a big taunt coming down next turn. Pack is long game and pack is fun for value anyways. So we're set up, I mean, we have tons of value, but so does our opponent still, and their hero power is going to become crazy pretty soon. Oh, that's so bad. Well, unfortunately not helping us right now. That's for sure. And there's not much we can do about this almost ever. We need our Twilight Drakes, we need our Draconoid OPs. We could discover something cool. We totally could. I don't know what it would be though. What card would be really great to discover? From a Taunt Warrior. What now? Sleep with the Fishies is only 2. Wow, I didn't know that. We got it for 0. That's not going to be the best for us, that's for sure. Ungoro Pack, this is going to be crazy value if we don't get killed by the hero power. And now honestly by this as well. Which could be an issue. Radiant Elemental does nothing for us right now. Yeah, this is really, really unfortunate. There's no way for us to even do... I mean, 5 plus 3, sure. But I think this is going to be kind of like our big board clear for later on. We need to really get way more minions on. 8 health is kind of a huge board clear. I guess let's go ahead and see if we can discover something from our opponent. It's going to be Execute. That to me is kind of a no-brainer. I don't mind that. We have the ability to draw one more. We also can flood a little here. I'd say almost just because it honestly helps us in terms of emptying our hand so that we can get our second Ungoro pack going. First one was kind of average. I mean, it did have, was that a legendary that we played? The Charging Dragon? I think that might have been or Dinosaur, I guess it's not a dragon. And there's our Execute activated, which is nice, although we might have to save it for something bigger. But saving it for using it on something actually that has 4 attack, pretty good. That's really unfortunate for us now. One more and we lose? No, we're not quite there yet. Still no dragons though. Netherspite Historian has been no good here for us. I think we'd go with the Execute here. The issue here, of course, is that if we do Ungoro pack and we don't get anything that we can play, we're going to mill ourselves a card. And at this point, I really don't want that. Because this is going to go down to 5 and then back up to 10. And I'd hate to play Netherspite Historian as well, so I don't think we can honestly do this. So I think we're forced just passing. which is unfortunate, but I still think that was, well, here comes a whole world of pain for us, unfortunately. Oh. Oh, and then the discover mechanic. Oh yeah, I totally forgot about that. All we saw was the animation for the for completing the quest. And now this hero power is going to be a bit of a problem, there's no doubt about that. That's pretty good for us. We can kill that off, that's cool. So we'll do 3-4 damage to it, I guess. That's totally something. And obviously Dragonfire Potion does nothing for us. We'll do that, and then we'll see what we got in the pack. We can survive a little bit of time. Oh, that's pretty good. These are all relatively good results now, aren't they? Destroying pirates, destroying minions is pretty good. Add a random minion with 5 or more attack. Let's go, even more value. Ooh, Valen, hello. Hello, Valen. I don't know, we don't have any spell power. We don't have anything with any sort of spell power on board, or in our deck, I should say, but this is obviously going to be a huge hurdle to overcome. But once we get past that, oh, there we go. There's finally some dragon action, right? That's going to be a shadow over death. And now the question is, do we want a potion of madness this or not? Or do we think we can get something better? And I think we can. There's going to be at least one more armor smith. And maybe a... Oh, Draconoid OP. 5 plus 3 is definitely 8. Or do we Deathwing? Because the thing about Deathwing, our hand is so full. Getting that far... We are actually pretty close from a Deathwing victory though, aren't we? No, I'm going to go Drac OP. We'll do this. And then we will Drac OP and we'll see what else we can steal from this old deck. We'll go with an Execute. So, yeah, there's obviously massive... There is the idea that face or this would be good. That's alright. Yeah, unfortunate. Definitely unfortunate for us. Oh, that's a good pain target right now. So we can pain and then madness. So this is going to be pretty good. No armor gain for our opponent. Let's get rid of this taunter. Attack here. A little bit of face action. We still have one brawl to contend with and a dirty rat. So I almost don't want to do too much. We know our opponent still has the executes going on. So do we heal this, hoping that we can dodge, let's say, a War Axe or something like that? Or have we seen both War Axes?
I can't do that.
I'll heal just in case there is no execute, so that next turn we can heal to full. Knowing full well that there's a good chance that honestly might not happen. Oh, and here it might happen anyways. I think we still have 2 packs in our hand, so if we win this, I think there's a decent enough chance that we can make something of this. Are you joking me? That is awful. That is really, really bad. Okay. That's really bad. That's a horrible result for us. Let's go ahead and get ourselves out of range. Oh, 1 card too late, Lyra. 1 card too late. And so the issue is there are still execute, so our opponent can just attack in and then execute. And then we still... Oh, wow, okay. Face, face, face. Kind of face, right? Ooh, I definitely would have shield blocked first, right? Oh, wow, with the fishies. Issues. I'm tempted to Primordial Drake execute. I'm tempted to Primordial Drake heal. Or Primordial Drake even pack, to be honest. Lyra does activate the Stone Sentinel for next turn, which is kind of cool. Because then we can go 2, or 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 3 mana to work with. And it's a free spell. Maybe we gotta do some Lyra action here. Fill our hand up. Holy Nova's kind of decent. Oh, an epic. Sweet. Gain +1/+1 for each card. Adapt. Throw up a taunt. there's no more ridiculous removal, right? Like, there could still be an attack and execute, but it's not like there can just be... we need this to go on one of these two. That's fine. Oh, I don't think we're going to get our opponent to fatigue, really, with the amount of armor that they have right now. How do we do this? How do we do this? Dragonfire is pretty good. 5 is not enough. These are high health minions, though. And Holy Nova's not enough either. Dang. Primordial Drake? Not really enough. That's pretty bad. Tar Lurker? Not really enough. What sort of... How can we combo this, though? How can we combo it a couple cards? Give your weapon poisonous. Useless. Unless we get another Ungoro pack. Yeah, we really needed Shadow Word Pain here, didn't we? Pain would have been great. Even Cabal's Shadow Priest would have been excellent at any point. We can go 5 and 5. Kind of just throw out big minions. There's no more super removal, right? Maybe that's the best play. Just throw out big minions so that we have a wide board, so that we hopefully dodge a couple dead insects. 2 plus... we're going to throw that out. We'll attack in here. Execute. And that's going to be the play. We should have discovered way faster, I think, there, actually. Could have gotten a little bit more Armor Smith of value. We'll see, though. I think this... Oh. Wait a second. Wait a second. Is that a third brawl? Unbeatable Dirty Rat. I thought we'd already played around it. Well, if their opponent still had it, then there was nothing we could have done at that point. Oh, so sad. Okay, and we are in a little bit of trouble now with the hunter that we left their kindly grandmother alone because we were hoping to do some Potion of Madness shenanigans. And then our opponent hit it with a little +3 attack action, so we're completely SOL right now. We can't do anything here. We're gonna Pain. Actually, you know what? Let's go with the Radiant Elemental and the Pain, simply so that we can try to at least be reclaiming the board, or at least maybe not reclaiming, but at least begin to fight for the board here. I'm expecting this just to be a quick trade, or even weapon. Weapon's a pretty good move from our opponent. Okay, so these are pretty bad results for us. There's no doubt about it. Adapting on this could be bad. Wind Fury, that's not going to get to live, but that's okay. Thank you, Potion of Madness. Shadow Visions could do real work, but I kind of like the idea of just playing a card. I think this happens every time, so we'll basically have to do it to start. And then the question is, do we value the Curious Glimmer Root or the Talon Priest? And I like the Talon Priest more right now, simply because our opponent's board doesn't trade well here. Like, our opponent's forced to use some other resource, even if it is another Direwolf Alpha. That resource has to get used in order to get rid of our Cabal Talon Priest. Otherwise, we can start kind of trading... We can kind of start trading a little bit more favorably, especially with a little bit of healing action going. So we'll see. Uh-oh, this could go badly. Oh, that goes badly for us. Excuse me. And still debating whether they want to, whether or not they want to trade or what they want to do. Wow. Okay. So I don't know if this counts as a punish or not, but we are definitely stealing this and then trading in for a little bit of value here. So now, even if our opponent does play a Savannah High main, it just ends up working out horribly for our opponent, which is fine. Oh, Doggies is pretty good. Yeah, Doggies is actually pretty good for our opponent. And what this means is we're basically forced to start hero powering for health every turn. We don't have the mana to do everything that we want. I would like to Curious Glimmer Root, Nether Spite Historian, and heal. But I think we're going to Historian first. Take a look. I'm tempted to go Bookworm, just so we have flexibility next turn. We have to heal ourselves. And then we trade off just because we have to. And we will actually look for another card. And the question is, what do we value more? And I'm going to value a death. so that we can potentially get rid of a Savannah Hymen a little bit more efficiently. And this right now, yeah, sure, these dragons, we can only use one. We can only activate one. We can use both, obviously. But we can only activate one, which I think is totally fine. And I think in this sort of matchup, it's not going to matter too much, and I think it'll actually be fine. That is a super cool card. I love that card. And it's great. It just makes us look great that we took the death, right? And now we Glimmer Root. I know we kind of lose the healing, but that's okay. Okay, fine. You know what? After that last loss to the Taunt Warrior, I'll take it. That's going to be the end of the video. Those Taunt Warriors, I don't know what decks anyone out there is playing that's beating them, but I know whatever I'm doing is really not beating them. Elemental Shaman, basically, I just concede now, even though I hate doing that. Even this deck, I mean, we could have done better that first game if we'd gotten a little bit lucky with at least one of those brawls or something like that, but that was unfortunate how that ended up working out. Many brawls lost, but that's okay. Okay, everyone, that's the end of the video. Thanks for hanging out with me, everyone. Keep your stick on the ice. I'll see you next time. Probably tomorrow. Maybe not, but I'll see you soon.